well, this has been
No,
this has been a chuckle fest so far. I gotta say,
That just a
Chuckle
check-in.
fest.
this has just been a barrel of chuckles so far, hasn't it?
You know, talking
It's
about
the
all these
intermission.
things really leaves me with one central question. And I feel like people watching know what it is, which is, I just gotta ask, what did Michael Jackson smell like? Did he smell like vanilla?
I don't like that pronunciation of vanilla like that.
Baby powder? Mandarin? What did he smell
I
like?
just don't like it.
Vanilla.
People always
Oh
ask.
God.
Man, we went from blackface to, man, we just went all across the spectrum.
I'm bummed.
Yeah.
Bummed out. It's good. We addressed some issues today. Got to the.
Angela Anaconda. I mean, who's talking about Angela
Yeah.
Anaconda?
I wish
Who's
I
talking
wasn't.
about that Dimitri
I-
Martin ass looking show? Fucking arts and crafts
Wait,
looking
who's
ass.
Dimitri Martin?
He's the
Comic.
guy who like draws shit with both hands,
Yeah.
and that's comedy.
He's a comic. He
Sorry,
Oh, that
was
sounds so whack.
that,
That sounds so trash.
I don't.
he's a good comic.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is? Then I take that back. You're cool.
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
It's not all
He
does.
is, but he's a good comic. But I just remember when he had that Comedy Central show, it was just like,
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Here he comes with
It's
the
like,
markers
oh,
again.
Yeah.
these fucking cutesy ass skits
Right.
and shit. God damn
No,
it.
you draw two things. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to circle back to the Breaking Bad discussion because we were talking
Yeah.
about Breaking Bad.
Oh.
I've been moving my way through Breaking Bad, and I was telling you, Yedoye and Connor, I had to stop at the top of season 4 because it was giving me crazy anxiety.
Bitch.
It was killing me. It was stressing me the
Bitch.
figgity fuck out. And the point that I made is that this has to be the darkest TV show ever made because it's not like The Sopranos where you can just sort of laugh because it's a crew of psychopaths and they have funny Italian accents and it's basically a dark comedy. No, these are real people that fucked up so hard. Not just that, they keep fucking up. They keep digging the knife deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until the point that they turn into sociopaths.
But what about when we couldn't catch that fly, Mr. White? What about the fly, Mr. White?
You know, it's like
this is a contamination.
it's like
If we don't get this
buzzing and
It's-
shit.
It's flying all
Oh my god! Oh my god! I literally the whole show I've been wondering, did they write that
Yeah.
in or did he add? I'm saying the end shit. You know,
Yeah,
like the
bitch.
intentionally dumb.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the pronunciation. I'm talking about the writing, like him
Yeah.
and shit. You know, it's
Oh
just
yeah,
like.
no, I feel like all that shit was written.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. That's what
No,
I'm betting on. But it's
I think
so
Vince Gilligan.
good.
I think Vince Gilligan was like, no, do that again.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that is improvised or how much of that is just sticking with the script because
Yeah, I have no idea.
you know Jesse's friends are all like read hard off the script. They're like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I can get you a fucking what did he say? I can get you an RV. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was literally reflecting on when I said, "Oh, it's not like it doesn't feel like a TV show," and you're like, "Are you sure about that?" It was too early. I didn't get to those
Yeah.
those
It's like-
characters. That's the most TV ass
I
shit.
love
He's like,
combo, bro.
What did you
Oh,
say
yeah.
you're making?
Oh yeah, I love combo
Combo.
too.
He's always like-
No, I love the scrawny one with the beanie on. That's
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
favorite one.
Man, he's just
It's
so
like
like
shooting a baby in the face, man. It's not so easy when they're
Honestly,
trying to. Oh, I'm not gonna
Badger,
spoil
that
it.
guy, fucking just his voice, it bothers me too much. I'm just like,
Is that his name,
get some
Badger?
water. Yeah, what's
Oh
it?
no, the guy that talks like this.
Yeah.
It's just like-
It's like,
Oh.
no.
it's like, I want to watch porn in 3D.
You don't think we can get a little hit, man?
Yeah, yeah.
He's so annoying. He's
Yeah.
like somehow manages to be more annoying than Jesse Pinkman.
I love
Yeah.
Jesse's like lame kickback parties.
With chips
With the
and
chips.
It's like a disco ball.
I just
Like,
bought the place.
Let's not spoil too much. Let's not
Yeah.
spoil too much. But we should talk about.
I just bought the place.
We should talk about Gus.
Oh yeah, it's a fire character.
Because I was saying I love what's his name?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, my favorite performances in the show are from Aaron Paul and him.
Yeah.
And I was saying I picked up. I can't go into the specifics, but
You watch
there's
it
little details in his mannerisms that he takes on for this character that are so like the fact that he thought of that. You're like, wow. The intention and just like the performance itself, the execution of the performance itself is just so, every little subtlety in his face and posture. It's really impressive.
It's yeah.
Again, I'm like, how much of that do you think was him coming to the writers with notes or just like pre-written?
I definitely think he developed that character, the actual performance.
Yeah.
I feel like on the screen in the screenplay it was really cold. Everything just comes across as cold. Yeah, and I feel like he brought the rest of that sort of picture to the character.
There was a little bit of like professional kind of like,
they probably told him that. They probably went professional. He's a straight man. Yeah. And then he
but
took
he's
that.
warm. There's a warmth.
Right.
There's a brightness.
He probably took that and then came up with that sort of that delivery, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And with Aaron Paul, I was just gonna say with Aaron Paul, just his emotional, the emotional scenes are just so
it's that vein.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He literally
actor.
makes me feel emotions watching him. Very few actors will do that just by watching.
Yeah.
You feel such empathy towards him.
I'll say again, how are Aaron Paul's only big roles in Breaking Bad and BoJack Horseman?
Right.
How is he not doing so much more? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like he did it. Was he on Price is Right again? Maybe I'm making that up.
Well, back in the day,
well, he was in a Doritos commercial with fucking.
He was in The Price is Right back in the day.
I'm saying I thought they did a callback to it, but maybe I'm just maybe I'm just imagining that.
Anna Gunn's performance is what I'm really appreciating this time around. Is like how, just like her eyes and her face and just her performance is. Yeah. It's so good because it's just a perfect. It's kind of like a perfect. I don't know. It's just you watch him destroying his family in her face. You watch it happen across her face and her disappointment and her misery.
Right.
It's just incredible. And then also the guy who plays Hank, Dean Norris. Dean Norris. He's fantastic. Like when he starts getting panic attacks and shit.
You know, he went to Harvard and he did like a holistic.
Dean Norris
did a holistic social studies program where he studied. You're literally studying economics, anthropology. You're studying like all of these different sciences. You didn't know this?
No.
Hank Schrader went to Harvard. Holy shit!
Wow. And he's from Indiana.
Wow, I had no idea.
Hank is a big fucking nerd,
dude.
Gummy.
Yeah,
gummy.
Yeah. He's always doing the shit.
You were right. I do love his whole his whole persona. And like,
And I wish Shania Twain would give me a tuggy.
Yeah.
That's the line of all time. He just says that in front of a child.
Right.
I haven't seen it in a minute, man. I really want to watch Better Call Saul.
I want to watch that too because the writing they have for Saul is just top. It's just the best shit. He's such a well-written character.
Right. Just Bob Odenkirk.
And Bob Odenkirk's so, like perfect. And it's like he's in Breaking Bad, and the first time he appears, I feel like he's not quite as confident in the character. He is, but it's like it's not, his performance isn't quite there. Whereas I feel like now with Better Call Saul, he's like he's such a better actor than he was back then.
Right.
Which is not like a diss, it's a credit to him.
Well, it's like you get more space when you're the star of the show, you know?
Right.
I've done shit like that where you're just there for a day.
You get more takes. You get more.
Yeah, it's like you don't really give a shit. The stakes don't seem that high.
Right.
And then it's out.
Platforms like YouTube, Patreon, Spotify, they're all ass. They don't respect your privacy, they're riddled with ads, and they're completely silent and unreachable when you need help. Have you ever talked to somebody at YouTube? Think about that. I sure haven't. To top it all off, we don't control them at all, despite being the reason they exist.
So that's why we're partnering with a design and development agency called 400 Million D&D to build our own cooperative alternatives that bring the best features of all those platforms together and that we can control together too.
We seriously got to have an exodus to some sort of digital Zion that we build ourselves. Somewhere where all of us can actually have a say over the technology that we're using to communicate with each other. For more on how you can support us all in getting off these shitty platforms, visit opencollective.com/digital Zion and tap in.
Just because these dystopian systems are eating themselves alive
doesn't mean they gotta take us with them.
What I like about the character in the show is that the writers are constantly using his character as a vessel to verbalize different narrative directions that they could have went in. I don't know if you'll probably pick up on this when you're watching. They weave it into the dialogue. She's like, well, you could say this and ba 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 ba. And you could say this, but they're sort of flexing. They're like, you thought that's what and you thought that was what, and you thought that, no, we're not doing any of that.
Yeah.
Here's what he's going to propose.
Right. That's so true.
Wow.
They do
love
that. Yeah.
I'm a screenwriter. I pick up on that.
That's what I like. That's what I like about TV. And I'm personally, I'm a lot of people are, I feel like, not a lot of people, I feel like it's being well received, but I'm hearing from like people I know mixed reactions, not necessarily negative, but about The Last of Us, mostly around like how entertaining each episode is, or like if there's zombies in it, or if it's fucking whatever. It's just like a mixture of things, But to me,
I haven't seen enough zombies.
But to me, I'm like geeked on that show. Like I literally am like, I just love it. I love every single episode. I watched the new one. I just love it. I just love it.
Amazing.
Oh my god, I'm fucking. What's her name
get
from
enough
Venture
of
Bros?
It's a 17-year-old love story.
I just love it. I don't know what to tell you. Those kids at HBO, they do it.
They do it for me.
They do it so well. Those writers at HBO.
They do it so well.
Every Sunday, I'm tuned in and just
they canceled every other show, and I don't care. I don't care.
White Lotus. I just can't get enough. I don't
Southside. There's no more, but we've still got.
Thank God Euphoria ended. What a cringe, annoying show that is.
The Last of Us. It's the last of HBO's programming. That's what it is.
It's The Last of Us up at Sunday at 9 p.m. Anyways, but
how many episodes in?
7.
7.
There's 7 episodes.
But that to me, I was just saying about TV writing. A movie can be whatever. For me, I like TV where in this hour you have me. You are going to pay something off. God damn it. You are going to pay something off. And I'm not going to see it coming.
Right.
And Last of Us, even though I've played the fucking game and know the plot, they have managed to captivate me that way.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad's that way too. And I think all my favorite TV shows are like that. Even Sopranos.
Not wasting my time.
Right. You watch a Sopranos episode, maybe there's not going to be some like, big thing, but like there will be a scene in it that you finish and you're like, that was fucking crazy.
Right.
That was crazy.
Right. Don't waste my time. That's my big thing. Tell the story. Don't waste my time.
Right.
Yeah. And Breaking Bad is just, that's a part of why I had to stop, because it was literally, it's so, the concentration is so high the entire way that it literally builds up such crazy anxiety as you're watching, and it's like dark. So you're like, really feeling it by I think I mentioned like top of season 4 is when Zach said he had to do the same thing. He stopped maybe at season 4 and then he didn't go back to finish it till like way off.